Right now, somewhere in the world, a person is sleeping outside. No walls, no locked door, just a thin layer of fabric between them and a forest full of animals strong enough to kill them in seconds. And in the vast majority of cases, nothing happens. They wake up at sunrise completely untouched. For 300,000 years, our ancestors did this every single night, lying down, closing their eyes, becoming completely defenseless in a world built to kill defenseless things. So why didn't it end the species before it even began? Most people assume sleeping humans got lucky night after night for hundreds of thousands of years. But they're wrong, because when scientists studied how prey species actually survive sleep in the wild, they found something far stranger than luck. They found a system. Think about what sleep actually is from a predator's perspective. A still, silent, unmoving body. No fighting back, no fleeing. The easiest possible meal in the entire forest. And yet, across millions of years of evolution, in environments packed with lions, wolves, and bears, humans somehow kept reproducing instead of getting eaten in their sleep. The first piece of this puzzle is something researchers call the silhouette effect. Predators don't just hunt by smell, they hunt by recognizing shape, posture, and movement patterns built into their brains by millions of years of trial and error. An upright, bipedal silhouette doesn't match the shape of normal prey. It triggers something closer to uncertainty than hunger. Many large predators have an instinctive hesitation around unfamiliar shapes, because in the wild, unfamiliar usually means dangerous. But uncertainty alone wasn't enough to keep ancient humans alive. So evolution built something else into the species, something you still do every single night without even noticing it. If you're enjoying uncovering these forgotten survival mechanisms, subscribe now, because the next discovery about how your own brain protects you while you sleep is even stranger than the last. Most people assume sleep means total unconsciousness, completely shutting off awareness of the outside world. But they're wrong. Scientists studying sleep architecture discovered something remarkable. The human brain never fully powers down, even in deep sleep. Certain regions stay active specifically to monitor unusual sounds, sudden movement, and unfamiliar smells nearby. This is sometimes called the first night effect, observed in modern sleep labs. When humans sleep in an unfamiliar environment, one half of the brain stays measurably more alert than the other, almost like keeping watch. Researchers studying other prey species have observed similar patterns. Some animals can even sleep with one half of their brain fully awake, while the other half rests. Ancient humans sleeping in unfamiliar, dangerous terrain likely relied on a version of this same built-in alarm system, waking instantly at the first sign of real threat. But individual vigilance was never the main defense. The real protection came from something far older than biology: numbers. Ancient humans almost never slept alone. They slept in tight groups, often with the most vulnerable members positioned at the center, surrounded by adults on the outer edges. This wasn't comfort, this was strategy. A lone sleeping body is an easy target. A cluster of bodies creates confusion, noise, and unpredictable movement the moment anything gets close. Predators are ambush specialists. They rely on surprise and isolation. Group sleeping removes both advantages at once. And then there was fire. Fire didn't just provide warmth. Researchers studying predator behavior have found that many large carnivores show a strong instinctive aversion to flame and smoke, likely rooted in the same survival instincts that make any wild animal cautious around uncontrolled fire in nature. A small fire burning through the night created a barrier most predators were unwilling to cross, turning an open campsite into something closer to a fortress. Combine all of this together: an unfamiliar upright silhouette, a brain that never fully shuts down, a tight cluster of bodies eliminating the element of surprise, a wall of flickering, unpredictable fire. None of these factors alone made ancient humans safe, but stacked together night after night for hundreds of thousands of years, they created enough of an edge to keep the species alive. Here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. None of this means sleeping humans were ever completely safe. Predators absolutely have killed sleeping people throughout history, and still do today in regions where humans and large carnivores share territory. This isn't a story about humans being untouchable. It's a story about humans being just dangerous and unpredictable enough, just often enough, for the odds to tilt slightly in our favor. That's not magic. That's evolution playing the only game it knows how to play. Survival doesn't require guaranteed safety. It only requires being slightly harder to kill than the alternative. So tonight, when you close your eyes in your locked house, behind walls your ancestors could never have imagined, remember this: the instincts protecting you right now were not built in your lifetime. They were built across hundreds of thousands of nights by humans who closed their eyes in open darkness and somehow, more often than not, opened them again. You are not just descended from the strong, you are descended from the ones who figured out how to be vulnerable together and still survived the night